Now that we've calculated the total bookings and total room nights, how can we confirm that our answer is correct? So one way to verify your answers would be to match the total bookings up here with the total bookings from your source data. So let's see how we can use the if function to help us confirm if our answers are correct or not. So I want to confirm that 91 is the correct number of total bookings. So I'm going to use an if function here. So I'm going to type if. So the idea is we want to compare this value to another value which will also calculate the total bookings, but using a different formula to see if they both come up with the same answer. If they match, then we have a greater confidence that our answer is correct. So another way of calculating the total bookings instead of adding the total bookings here would be to actually count how many bookings there were in our source data. So I'm going to say if B11, okay, this is the cell we want to confirm, equal to, and now I'm going to count. Now count is a function that simply counts how many cells in a range contain a number. So I'm going to count the number of booking IDs I have, because the total number of booking IDs should be equal to the total number of bookings. Okay, so up here you can see the formula. So if B11 equals count of EX2 hotel data A5 to A95, which is the column that contains the booking ID. So if they are equal, then I'm going to display correct. Now you have to put double quotes around correct because it is a text value. And if they're not equal, then I'm going to display the word wrong. All right, so let me press enter. And as you can see, it returns the answer correct. So that means 91, which is the value that's in B11, is equal to the number of booking IDs. So I am pretty sure that my answer is correct. Now let's do the same verification for room nights. So again, the total number of room nights that I calculated here is 627. So this must match the sum of all the room nights from my exercise 2 hotel data spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and compare them using an if function. So if room nights equal to the sum of, I'm going to select that again, to the sum of all the room nights here, so if they're equal, the answer of the if function is going to be correct. If they're not equal, the answer is going to be wrong. And again, I'm going to, just to be safe, I'm going to add the $sign here, and it automatically switch me back to this location. So I'm just going to press enter, and the answer is also correct. All right, and again, if you have this green triangle here and you just want to ignore the error, you just go ahead and click this yellow exclamation point and ignore the error. So we can use the same technique to confirm if our arrivals by day of week and room type is also correct. So if the total arrivals that we calculated here is equal to the total bookings, right? Because for each booking, there must be an arrival. Correct. If it's not equal, it's wrong. So the answer is correct. And for room nights, if the sum of all my room nights is equal to the room nights I calculated up here, correct. If it's not equal, it's wrong. Okay, and this also displays the word correct. So this is a good technique using the if function to compare your answer to another formula which should also give you the same result. And if they're equal, then you display correct, and if it's not equal, you display wrong. And for this, we use the if function.